Hey everybody, and welcome back to Camel Kingdom. And as I have spoiled last week already, I've got a special guest today. I didn't spoil anything, but I just said there's somebody. Would you just like to say hello to the guys there?
Hello!
I'm so happy you're finally here.
I know!
So ladies and gentlemen, Bo is there.
Hi.
And I am so happy that you're finally here. We just talked a couple of minutes before already, and we were just like, why didn't we do that before?
I know.
It's like,
I'm
so
embarrassed.
long.
I'm absolutely embarrassed. Yeah. I love you dearly. You know that. And this is long overdue. Long overdue.
Yes, it is.
Shame on me for being so busy.
Shame on me for not asking. No, you have to be busy because you delivered the game to us.
That's true. I mean, I just work with the devs, really. I don't want to claim that I make anything, but I listen to everyone and I take your words and try to communicate on both sides, and that's what I do.
Yeah, that's the amazing and important stuff, I would say, because otherwise our feedback might not be there where it needs to be.
Very true. Very true.
That's the good thing about it. But yeah, why I also wanted to have you here is now my voice is going to be gone, guys. I'm just a little bit. My voice is. How should I say this? We had Christmas party yesterday evening. That's basically about it, and it's. Yeah, so I will just sip on my tea while this recording. Normally I don't do this, but you know what? It's just a relaxed commentary today. But
that's fine.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to have you on this episode because remembering Efteling, it was like, okay, I do a dark ride, and I know you live. Yeah, you love dark rides in general, right?
Yes.
I mean, you and Lady, you went so crazy from we need to make Fata Morgana and we need to make this and this and dark rides.
Yes.
And so I'm starting today on a station of a dark ride in my Arabian area.
Wow.
Which is pretty much inspired by Fata Morgana, I have to say.
Now I'm even more honored that you asked me on this one.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I hope it is, but it was a hell of a struggle to get this in.
Yeah.
So basically, just explaining a little bit, the whole thing, you can't see that right now, but this is just, I excluded this out of the original area because it will be underneath the Arabian temple. So it will be fully in the dark. And the thing about this is, it was kind of hard to put this exactly where it needs to be.
Right.
And so I duplicated it, and now I built like from scratch, which will all go underneath the earth.
Wow.
And it was really a struggle to fill the path in, because basically I have to rebuild the path again within the original building, because I can't copy this one.
Of course, yeah.
But it worked, yeah. Oh, and by the way, this might be also maybe another honor for you. I don't know. I don't really know if so, but this might be the episode where I actually abused the pieces the most I ever did.
Oh, great!
The station counts, I don't know, but maybe 40,000 pieces already, and it's just the station.
My gosh! All right.
Yeah.
Well, we know
Rudy.
We know what you liked. We know what you like to do. It's great.
Yeah, maybe it's also because of it's basically maybe because of these little roof tiles things.
Yeah.
Which I needed to make out of these little wooden, whatever those things are called, but the awnings, I believe it's kind of awning, right? But I'd use them because those are small enough to get this slightly rounded shape into it, and I just love the Arabian architecture, and I just tried to make this as well, and one of those tiles has already about 1,000 pieces, so that's basically the big reason.
I mean, I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to use this then to hype you up even more, because I'm actually absolutely in love with your creativity and how your brain works. I don't know how you do it, but honestly,
me neither.
It's great. I mean, look at this. I'm seeing this unfold in front of me, and it's just amazing. I can already tell it's going to be something really special. And what I love most about you is that you take pieces. And I get to see these pieces, before they go into the game. And I'm going to use the example of the stone parrot, and you know where I'm going to. Mm-hmm. And we saw this. We're like, oh, that's great. We're going to have this little statue of a stone parrot. It's a pirate theme, I believe, and it's going to be great. It's going to look so nice. And then there's Rudy Renkamel coming along, just merrily building, and he's like, you know what? No, I'm not going to use this. as, you know, a parrot statue, what it's intended for. It's gonna be snow in my trees. And you find these amazing creative ways to take the little pieces and just turn them into something completely different. And I just don't know how you do that. Like, you see something and you just don't see it as a tile, or you don't see it as a lamppost. You see it as something completely different, and it's absolutely mesmerizing to see what you do with this game. I'm so impressed every time. I mean, look at these billboards. What is going on?
Those are carpets. You know, we are in Arabia. We need carpets.
It's just mind-blowing. And I'm going to say this probably a lot in your video, because that's constantly what you do.
You know, the thing is, I would love to say how this works, but I have no clue how. And I believe maybe this is also the thing I could say, which is the way I am building in the game.
Yeah.
I just want to try out. I just have trial and error the whole time going on. It's like I don't have a plan in my head or anything like that. Maybe this area, the whole Arabian area, was a little bit planned out, at least in terms of layout. But I also don't go in and rebuild architecture one by one or something. I just grab some ideas, slap this together, and from this point on, I just try to go into a flow and just do whatever I think is right. And I just fiddle around until it works. But honestly, I was asked this a few times, actually, and I am preparing also. Unfortunately, I haven't got the stuff ready yet, but I'm also preparing a video about crazy abuse of animatronics.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just tried around a little bit, and the thing is, there is a kind of trick if you want to try around a little bit yourself with what you can do with the pieces. What I do is I just take a normal wall, put down the wall, and then I take the piece, rotate that in any angle you can, and slap this into the wall so that every piece sticks out of the wall, and so you get a different clean view of the pieces, own pieces. You know what I mean? Like if you have the lamppost, for example, it has a beautiful bottom part which can be used as an iron element in nearly everything.
Yeah.
The thing is, what you need to understand is how does it look if it is separated from the piece itself. And so that's why I put it into a wall, so just to see what sticks out. And you can see already, okay, looks like from this angle it could be an iron awning. From this angle this could be a brilliant lamppost. And I don't know, from this angle this is a little lantern you could use within a building. And so that unfolds after a time.
Wow.
But honestly, and I think we need to talk about the community always, because it's also seeing what other people do in their builds. And you always like, I usually don't use other ones' buildings in my park, but what I do is I download a hell lot of them just to figure out how they used pieces, just to see what did they use and how did they approach it. Maybe even if I see what they did, it doesn't matter. I just want to see how did they use it, what was the intent after it. And I think this is why I always love to watch all the other videos and just see what I can take out of it to get it into my style. I believe it's the big trends about the sandbox part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so great to see what people come up with. And I mean, it almost happens on a daily basis where there's just something being uploaded to the workshop, or you jump into a live stream and you see someone just using the pieces in such a creative way, and not even that, just coming up with the most insane ideas of things to do. It's really, really wonderful. And it's one of the best parts of my job, honestly, is to just kind of scour through and see what people have come up with this week and show it off on our live streams, and you know, give people the proper shout outs that they deserve, because it's really, really inspiring. And I mean, I'm not embarrassed to say, but I can't build like that. I try every now and then. I'm like, all right, you know, like I'm gonna make a winter wonderland park, and I enjoy it. I love playing the game. It's absolutely amazing. I have such a great time with it. But I never, even if I set out to, I never achieve the amazing things that you guys come up with. And it's just, I don't even want to. I just want to be mesmerized by what everyone else makes, you know? Like that's half of the fun, is just to watch people and see what comes out of everyone's brains.
Totally agree. Yeah. The thing is, and I feel we always have to say this, and I always try to say this as well in my live streams or whatsoever. You don't need to be that creative, and that's the beautiful thing about the game. And honestly, talking about the latest update, this is also what I love about the latest update. I mean, there was a lot going on. People talked about it, but what I love about the latest update is that the focus is on the management part of it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can say this completely unbiased because I don't really need it, because I am like super sandboxy.
Yeah.
You know, I would say I wouldn't really care, because I haven't even played 2 scenarios just to try a little bit, but that's it. But the thing is, I just love this for all the people out there, and we have to understand that we are just a minor part being crazy with the game, which is totally fine, but most of the people just enjoy playing the game, seeing the park come together, and they don't want to build on one area for like 3 months like I do now, and spend 4 hours on a moving door, as you can see there. And again, I didn't use the door how it is intended to be.
It doesn't matter, it's gorgeous.
My own ones.
It's gorgeous.
But the thing is, I just love that we have the scenario editor, and already after 1 week there's just so much already in the workshop.
I know,
can use.
It's crazy.
It's so cool.
We're doing this scenario editor competition as well, and people are just like, check this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how are you so fast, like picking it up and just doing it? It's absolutely insane. It's also a good testament to our amazing developer team and how in tune they are with you know what people want and how they want to see it. Like they have years and years of previous experience in tycoon games. You know, behind them, and they understand the feedback that we get. They understand the constructive criticism that we receive, and they do their best to do what they can with it. And I think, I think you hit the nail on the head with what you said, that there's loads of different play styles, and we try to cater to all of them. And you can't always please everyone with these sorts of updates. Like, you know that when you do a management focused update, that you're gonna alienate, or not alienate, you're going to sort of disappoint more creative people, because they perhaps wanted more scenery or more foliage and that sort of things. But, you know, there's so many people playing the game, and there's also a lot of people that don't have YouTube channels and don't do live streams or don't share on the workshop. They just play the game for what it is, and we want to, you know, support as much as we can. So it's always about finding that balance, constantly.
And I mean, those are the people at the end of the day who made this all possible for us, because the majority is playing the game and is buying the game, and you know, they pay for playing it, and the big base makes you puts you into a position to have the money to build the freaking stuff for us, freaking people abusing it.
Yeah,
you know?
we're incredibly thankful. We have honestly, and I know some people sometimes get worried about if there's negativity and stuff, but I can assure everyone, like, that's normal. Like, communities, and you can take my experience as a community manager for that, like, communities go through cycles. Like, there's always ups and downs with sentiment. It's a very, very normal thing. And then there's people who are very outspoken, and you know, you have to make sure that you don't take their opinion as the opinion of the entire community. It's always about finding that balance between the voices that are, you know, speaking up, and also the quiet voices that are actually playing and enjoying the game. It's a job. That's why it's a job. And but just trust us that
it's a job.
Yeah, it's my job.
I thought you did it for a hobby.
No,
my whole life is lying. Just no.
Yeah,
you don't do this for a hobby.
I just wanted to. What I was trying to say is just like I wanted to assure, you know, people that sometimes get worried about, why are people being negative? It's just normal. I mean, and to be honest, we'd rather have a vocal community that speaks out and that tells us what they're passionate about, and that tells us what they want. And, you know, they're thankful they're playing the game, but they're also telling us, like, you know, this and this could be better, so that we have things to achieve and we have things to work for, rather than a community that's unresponsive, a community that doesn't want to interact, a community that doesn't watch our live streams. I mean, that's when we're doing something wrong. It's when people don't interact and communicate with us. So we're always looking for that, you know, sort of both ways communications, where we listen, you talk, we talk, you listen, rather than, you know, a one-way stream of things that are happening and just not getting anything back. I think that's when you should be worrying as a company. And we're very, very lucky that we don't have that. We have an incredibly passionate and lovely community. And it's absolutely amazing to be in the position, you know, for me as a person and for me as a community manager to be in. It's just really wonderful. Can't thank you guys enough for that.
Same. I mean, I love just as we have the opportunity to do a video like that.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Just doing this together.
Just hanging out
so
with my friend
fun.
Rudy here, you know?
Yes,
super cool.
It's really, really cool. And we do record a little bit more today, but for this video we are about to end nearly already. I just wanted to throw that in. We will talk on for a few minutes. I will drop you a screenshot then into our Discord so you can see that. But just mentioning because the footage is about to be ending.
It's wonderful work, Rudy. Look at this video. It's amazing.
It's just, as you can see, wow. I believe you can really see the influence from Fata Morgana.
Yes.
It's
stunning.
Totally, and I just love the billboards working as carpets, by the way. I tried it also with the flag, because the flag is also moving.
Yes,
but honestly, it's a little bit too big. The movement is a little bit too big because it would sink too much in. Right. So they would have floated. But, you know, the thing that it is floating is not that bad, actually. But that's spoiling too much of a future addition to the thing. But, yeah, you can use the movement of the flag in many different cool ways. And let me grab the screenshot quickly. Oops. I just hit my wrong drive. It's just, yeah. But first of all, thank you for having the chance that you are here and we are talking just chilled about the video and about things going on. And just want to mention, and this is maybe the coolest thing about all this, nothing was ever planned the way that it is right now, right? It's like always we just like kind of communicate and this and this and this and how's it going and can we do this and did you see that? For example, if we get something, I don't know, out of kind of, I don't know, maybe we see something in the forums or on other YouTube channels which you might not see, and then we're just hitting you up and see here, this is the screenshot. Did you see that? And you're not like, no, thank you. You know, it's nothing planned. It's just a beautiful interaction between you and us and you and me in this kind of very little area here. This is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope that you guys out there enjoy a little bit, that we can have the chance now to talk with Bo. It's like sitting and chilling with Bo.
Yay! Thank you.
Cool thing. I can't find a screenshot. Anyways, you have seen. I'm just so confused, didn't I? And normally I take millions of screenshots, but I believe. I definitely used a wrong folder. But anyways, you know what? You haven't seen the whole area, so I dropped you a screenshot of the area. Wait a second.
Awesome.
Where is it? I have this one screenshot somewhere in here. There is a screenshot. Yes, there it goes. There it is. Let's drop it. Is it our chat? It is. Oh, I'm so confused. Wait. It's there. There we go.
Wow.
This is the marketplace, and guys, I'll be editing that in later, so you can see what we are seeing right now. This is the market area, and I have to say this episode was the last, or maybe the second, I don't know, but it was the most fun episode ever to build this. Because I could use the spooky books again for everything. The spooky books are the best addition to the game ever, because they're just so freaking small. And you can recolor them, and they do have some little details on them. Beautiful books.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, it's like a little marketplace.
Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I've
grabbed
speechless.
Some nice things, spices and stuff. But anyways, I'd say let's call it a day for this video.
Yes.
And guys, thank you for watching as always. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. And Rudy, you're the best.
I appreciate that. It's really cool. Thank you. No, luckily you can't see me. I'd be so red in my head. But anyways, guys, that's it. See you in the next episode, and I'll have Bo here with me for maybe 2 other videos for next week, so you can expect Madame Bo a little bit more in my videos.
Super!
All right, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and see you next time.